I believe it's time for the change. I really listened to the presentation with Dr. Angood that it was time to take. Some of our people believe that executive in our name. You're not really an executive all the time, but we're all leaders. So I think it broadens our brand. It includes more people.
I really hope that as we say the association, people immediately think of themselves as leaders. Because I think because of the letters after their name, the MD and the DO, can't get around it. People think of you as a leader, whether you're the official appointed and anointed leader or not. So I think when we remind ourselves leadership's at the core, then we take the next step forward.
Oh, I think it's a really good transition. It really embodies what we're about. We're about leadership, and that's a very important aspect of having our name. Physician executives are a very important part, and we'll always maintain the CPE, the Certified Physician Executive, within our brand.
I was really excited for a lot of different reasons, not the least of which is the fact that ACPE was so often confused with the American College of Physicians. I think it better encompasses the vision and mission of this organization better as well. I think it'll help penetrate, again, for what I jokingly said before, it was so often confused with the ACP. I don't think residents and other new grads really grasp what this organization could offer for them.
I love that the word leadership is in that, because there's been so many opportunities that kind of develop in your career as you go along that you may not know that you want to get into, but then are kind of put on upon you. And then the whole leadership part and like learning the language and the way to interact with different members of the group and how to ultimately like benefit overall your experience when you're trying to deal with some of the leadership that's already above you already. So I think it truly is all about a leadership. So I think it's the best word to go about.
Yes, well, I joined the now called Physician Leadership Association in 2006 when it was still called the ACPE, American College for Physician Executives. And my initial response was to be somewhat surprised that the word executive was dropped. But it was explained at one of the meetings, and it makes sense because most of my colleagues who I meet at these meetings actually don't have C-suite or executive level roles. That's important. We need to be representative of who our colleagues at the meeting and at the association are. But number two, I really strongly believe that there needs to be more physician leadership. Not necessarily executive leadership, but every physician, department chair, or every practitioner has to have a leadership role. And I think that my initial hesitance about the change in names, I think is now changing to being very positive because it is more inclusive. And in these changing healthcare times with the Affordable Care Act and too many executives being non-physicians, we need an association that speaks for us and is inclusive of us. So I think it's a good idea.
Executives are leaders. There are many of us who have weaned ourselves away from clinical practice, and we are administrators. There are many physicians who will be clinicians till the end of their days. And the fact that this organization has gone so far as to have a major rebranding effort to include them, I think is a very positive step.
Well, we obviously believe that physician leadership is absolutely key today, and congratulate the association and the board and the leadership in taking this very, very important organization that we've had the pleasure of working with for many years into a new direction that reflects what physicians are looking for, what physicians need to do, and where our healthcare system is going.